The best of money matters. Wealth Tracker.
Welcome to the Wealth Tracker, where we dive into uncharted territories of niche investment strategies that promise to redefine wealth. I'm Nadiah Koh. The diamond market, long synonymous with luxury, status, and tradition, is facing a period of significant transformation. With fluctuations in diamond prices, the rise of lab-grown alternatives, and changing consumer preferences, and now with the recent Trump tariffs, the landscape is evolving rapidly. Despite these challenges, opportunities continue to emerge for investors looking to navigate the complexities of this sector. To find out more, joining me today is Fabio Cascapera, President of the Diamond Exchange of Singapore. Fabio, welcome to the show.
Hi, Nadiah. Thank you very much for having me again.
It looks like natural diamonds cost 26% less in shops than 2 years ago. In your opinion, what are the primary factors driving the decline in natural diamond prices, especially considering the timing of inflationary pressures in the economy?
Well, Nadiah, in my opinion, the actual world situation with such an instability, confusion, I would say also danger, there are still two major wars in act, unfortunately. I believe that this has created a real panic. And this, I think, brings people to stop spending and spend mainly on essential and necessary items. Diamond, for sure, is not a priority. It's not a necessity. And I'm afraid, therefore, has been the first item that people put aside. Well, that this can be seen in most of luxury items and goods. For example, LVMH had a drop of 20% of their profit in 2024.
Fabio, how has the increasing popularity of lab-grown diamonds impacted the pricing and also market share of natural diamonds over the past few years?
This is something which is very important to clear. 3-4 years ago, when lab-grown diamond came into the market, it definitely created a big confusion. I want to also say one thing, that today most of the European country has adopted a correct terminology, calling synthetic diamonds also the lab-grown diamonds. 3-4 years ago, as I said, when the lab-grown came into the market, the information we had about this new product, the intention to recognize these lab-grown diamonds was still very unclear. Those lab-grown diamonds were also promoted as identical to natural diamonds, impossible to recognize, and environmental friendly. So they were also priced at about 30% less than the natural diamonds. So all these factors created a bit of confusion. Today, I could very comfortably say that things are completely changed. And I believe that now are considered two different items, and they also have two different markets. The main reason is because synthetic diamonds, lab-grown, are produced now in an endless quantity. And it's practically, there is no cost to produce them. Also now we have machines that can identify natural diamonds from synthetic with actually 100% accuracy. Another thing, has been proven that in most cases, to produce synthetic diamonds, you actually not so environmental friendly. Actually, the mining of natural diamonds is more environmental. As well, the price of this lab-grown dropped to almost nothing, and there is no resale value. So these are really important issues that make the lab-grown dropped a lot, and the natural diamond gained back their position that they needed. Unfortunately, not all the jewelers inform their client about these new changes. So I recommend everybody, please always buy diamond from trusted and reputable jewelers.
So talking about the resurgence of natural diamonds, we have to talk about China, because China has been a major consumer market for luxury goods, including diamonds. How has the slowdown in demand from China specifically affected the diamond industry?
Yes, China has been the second largest market for luxury items and is going to be the first. They actually predicted this in 2030, but I believe that this will happen even earlier. Definitely, the slowdown on demand from China has affected the diamond industry. And not only that, all the luxury goods in general. But I have a good news. The latest Hong Kong jewelry show that was held in March showed as Martin Rappaport said, a better than expected results. There was, again, a large presence of Chinese buyer from mainland China, and majority of the dealers that I contacted reported actually quite good sales. So we hope for a better time to come, and China play, again, a major role in the diamond market.
I see. So, US President Donald Trump has recently imposed tariffs on multiple countries, including India. And recently, he has also paused some tariffs. So, talking about all these movements by President Donald Trump, how big of a blow is this to the diamond market in India?
Well, Nadiah, how big is this blow? Today is a bit too early to say. The situation, as you know, is changing every day. I must admit that at the moment there is a very big confusion. And I don't think this is only for the Indian market, but for all the diamond market in general. For now, I believe that the biggest problem is not much the tariff that President Trump has imposed. He actually mentioned about imposing this tariff from the beginning of his campaign. I think all the sector will have to deal with this new world economy system. Right now, for me, is the implementation with immediate effect of this tariff that is creating tremendous difficulties and problems. I want to give you an example. I was last week in Antwerp, which is one of the largest market of diamonds in the world. And after the announcement of the tariff, immediately all the major shipping companies that specialize in diamond logistics informed that they could not guarantee the delivery of the shipment before the implementation of the tariff, which is on the 9th of April. Even if they were already sold to USA, and even if the parcels were already in their office to be sent. You can imagine what big problem this has created. I'll give you another example. GIA, Gemological Institute of America, is the largest and most important laboratory for certified diamonds. They certify about 10,000 diamonds a day. Well, immediately they sent a circular and informed all the dealers to stop sending the diamonds to the laboratory in New York and in Santa Monica. This was also for ruby, sapphire, emerald, all the precious stones. Then Monday, they informed to send the diamonds from 10 carats and below to their office in Dubai, and from 10 carats and above to their office in Hong Kong. But you know that these two offices, at the moment, they're not equipped with enough gemologists to satisfy such an increase of certification. I believe that this is not only a problem that concerns the diamond market. I think it's a problem for all the world. Imagine all the cargoes that are sailing to United States now with goods that has been already sold before the tariff. And they will reach USA after the tariff will be in place. So now every day President Trump is saying something new, so we wait and see what's happening.
I see. So you mentioned about diamond shipments, delays, increase of certifications, and having not enough experts and cargoes. What does this all mean for prices of diamonds going forward? Will there be a drastic drop in prices?
It's a bit too early to say. This is an immediate reaction, in fact. But I personally think that there will not be another drastic drop in prices, unless, as I said, there will be a dramatic development of the present situation. But I think that, and I hope that nobody wants this to happen.
So, Fabio, could the diamond market still be resilient during this market turmoil? What factors could help the diamond market survive under pressure?
Well, I'm confident that the diamond market will survive. You know, I've been in this business for 45 years, and I experienced very many different crises. When I just started in 1984, there was the bank that recalled all the loans that they gave to the diamond companies. In 1997, you know, we had the Asian crisis. Then we had 9/11, 2001, 2008, Lehman Brothers, then COVID, then the lab grown, then the two major. I mean, now we have the tariff and Mr. Donald Trump. Actually, diamonds always survived. Now, the reason why, well, diamond company that are now around are really generally financially and professionally very solid. I think that the factor that could help the industry to survive are the same that made the diamond exist for so many thousands of years. First of all, I believe the property of the diamond itself. You know that diamonds are unique and rare. They are produced by nature, and they have, as I said, unique and rare property only for diamonds that are used more and more for many, many purposes. Always we must remember that only 15% of the diamonds are used for jewelry and the rest all are used for industry. A second reason is that the market is controlled by these very few and strong companies that can adopt immediately strategies to face the challenges, different challenges that we face. We have international association like the World Federation of Diamond Bourses. The Diamonds Exchange of Singapore is part of this federation. This association, for example, is very close with 29,000 of their members around the world. And together with other big players like De Beers or Rio Tinto or even, LVMH, they work very closely to always help our trade to overcome any of these common challenges. Then let me be a little bit romantic, if I may. The word diamonds come from the Greek word adamas. It means invincible. So I'm telling you, Nadia, how come something that was created 2 billion years ago, 300 kilometers down in the center of the earth, it takes 100 millions of years to reach us on the surface of the earth. It's called invincible. I don't think could ever disappear.
So what you're saying is that diamonds will always survive, and in fact, they're invincible. I mean, they have survived the 9/11, Lehman Brothers, COVID, and now even Trump. So in light of challenges facing the diamond market, what are the key opportunities that you see for investors looking to enter or expand within the market?
Well, first of all, let me say that investing in diamond is not typical and conventional investment. This we always have to remember. The reason of buying diamonds should not be buy a product with the intention of making quick profit and resell it. At the moment, I'm personally buying diamonds now because I believe that the price have reached a level that very unlikely will go lower.
So if diamonds are not just to buy and sell for the short term, are diamonds still a viable asset class for long-term investments?
If you are very clear why you want to buy diamonds, I definitely believe that diamonds are viable assets for long-term investment. When I mentioned that you must be clear and you must know what you're getting into, I mean that you have to consider all the points that will make your investment of diamond worthwhile. I give you a few examples. For example, beside the unique property of the diamonds that I just mentioned, diamonds are actually a very unique item that do not deteriorate with time. It's an investment that do not need any service, maintenance cost, Also an investment that has no property tax, has no capital gain taxes. It's an investment very movable. You can carry with you all the time, everywhere. As I said, it's an investment that you can wear and do not tear. You don't wear and tear everything that you wear. Also, is an investment that you can enjoy. If I may, I want to tell you a very quick story that happened to me a few years ago. There was a lovely older lady. She was in her late 80s. She brought to me a beautiful big diamonds that she bought in 1964. She showed me how much she paid in 1964, and I bought from her for a much more than what she paid. For a good price, she was very, very, very happy. So after 1 week, she came back and she told me that her grandchild, who was working for a very important financial company, calculated the amount that she spent in 1964 to buy that diamond and what she got from me after many, many years. It was, in fact, 4 years ago. And he said that if she would have put that amount into a fixed deposit in a bank, today she would have 18 to 20% more than what I gave her. So, of course, I was a little bit concerned, but immediately she said, Fabio, don't worry, because I told my son that the pleasure that I had to enjoy these diamonds, to wear it for so many years, and also made all my girlfriend jealous and envious, it worth much more than 18%. This story definitely is not very economically correct, but it's something that you should also consider when you want to buy a diamonds. Not much making jealous your friends, but the pleasure of wearing, enjoying the diamonds.
I see. At the end of the day, how should investors then mitigate the risk and uncertainties that are faced in the diamond market right now?
Well, this is a very important question, and I would like to stress that buy diamonds with the assistance of a professional all the time. a jeweler that you can trust 100%. Please do not go on the internet. Do not think that ChatGPT or your friends can help you to solve all your risk. You must insist also that when you choose a jeweler to help you, he has to commit to assist you not only when you buy the diamonds, but especially when you want to sell it. In our Diamonds Exchange of Singapore Association, we are very, very strict when we choose and select our members. We base this on reputation, professionality, and trust. So I recommend to look for these qualities when you choose your advisor.
Right. With all investments, investors should look out for reputable sources, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
So, Fabio, what else will you be watching in the coming weeks that could impact the diamond markets?
Well, we all are very worried about what's going to come in the next few months. And they will be very crucial, not only for the diamond markets, I think, but for the world in general. For what is concerned the diamond market itself, I in particularly will be very happy if the two major wars will stop. And the reason is because Russia is the largest producer of diamonds in the world. And Israel, generally the Jewish community, has been playing a major role in the diamond world since the beginning. What can I say? I hope and pray that not only for the diamond, but for the whole world, this dangerous and critical situation will come to an end soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Fabio, for your wonderful insights today.
Thank you, Nadia. I hope to see you soon. I'm coming back to Singapore.
Wow. Be sure to catch up.
Pleasure. Grazie.
That was Fabio Cascapera, President of the Diamond Exchange of Singapore. This has been the Wealth Tracker with me, Nadiah Koh.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.